Hello YouTube. I have a 2010 International Prostar with a max force 13, of course. I've dealt with numerous issues over the years and have been dealing ever since. But now I want to address an issue which many people have. When I bought this truck, I didn't know. I paid cash for it. Got a good cheap deal on it, but I didn't know it was deleted. I didn't know the after treatment system was deleted. It was never detected by even the dealer computers that, they don't detect an after treatment system. So I sort of deduced that the system had been deleted. But to cut the long story short, old school deletes and people don't know what they're doing. A lot of people facing these delete problems that I still had my DPF on there. None of the EGR valves and the pipes were blocked off. The valve is still on there. Everything is working as it should. But just in the ECM, the after treatment system is deleted. So I've never in the past 7 years needed to do a park regen or anything like that. So I guess that's probably a positive. But for the past 3 years now, 3 to maybe even 3.5 years, I have been facing this issue of this annoying stop engine light and the buzzer, the bump, 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 bump. It's been frying my brain for the past 3 years, and there's no way I could shut it off. I've, did whatever I could. I checked all the sensors. All the gauges are normal. Even when I'm driving for the past, if I'm telling you for the past 3 years, I've been driving with the stop engine light, the toll it's taken on my psychotic nature is somewhat different. But the point is, I got used to it, so I've learned to sort of, tone it out, drown it out in the background. And, but annoying part, I couldn't take calls, not many, and the annoying buzzer noise in the background. And I've done over the road, I've done local, regional with this truck. But here's what was going on. All the gauges for the past 3 years with that annoying buzzer sound, stop engine, it would, if I stop the truck, idle it, like start it back up and idle, it'll be fine, it'll be quiet. But soon as I give it a little rev and I'm taking off and I go into second gear, there it goes, boom, without fail. And turn it off. Without fail, it's been doing that. And I thought, initially I thought I needed to pull over and I was low on, coolant and things like that. But no, everything was fine. Even on the gauges, air was fine, voltage is fine, of course the fuel, speedometer, RPMs, the water temperature, perfect. It stayed around, above 170, below 200, whatever. That oil PSI, oil pressure was normal. Transmission temperature, normal. Engine oil temperature, normal. All the gauges were normal. So what's the problem? Why is this stop engine light coming on? I just came to, talking to a bunch of techs at International and everything. They said that if you had your old school deletes and these, 2010s and 11s, 12s, whatever, people that didn't know what they were doing, they've come across a lot of people with these issues with the stop engine light. And there's nothing they could do to turn it off. So here is a fix which I am attempting. I'm going to do it today. I will make a follow-up video of how it's going. So here's what I'm about to do. Let's get into this. Now, this bezel right here was, behind this. So you sort of just pop it off. You don't have to remove the entire dash, okay? Just sort of, pull this back and it'll create some space and you can, get out of this clip and that clip. Here's what the back of it looks like. It's just pushed into spot, okay? So remove the bezel. Hold this on. Remove the bezel. Then I've already taken it apart, but I'm just doing it for illustration purpose. Put your steering wheel down as much as it'll go. The speedometer only has 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there, okay? When you take that off, you sort of move it forward, and this, I guess it's the ambient air temperature, or what, I don't really know what the sensor is. You sort of unscrew it, it'll come out, move it back, up forward, and it's plugged in with 3 connectors. You know, it's like 1, 2, and then this is the 3rd one. And then you remove the speedometer, okay? I'm gonna put it down here and show you what I've done. Move back side, go over there. Get on the bed. Get up. Oh, bunch of Here's the speedometer, you flip it over, okay? Now, when you flip it over, it doesn't look like that. It comes with this plate, okay? This plate has numerous screws, and these are just little Phillips screws right there, okay? And I've already taken them apart, but just be careful. After you remove all the ones around, there's also one in here and in here. Take them apart. The plate comes off, toss it to the side. So that is the back of your speedometer. Where is that annoying buzzer that I've been listening to for the past 3 years? You know, these are the controls for the cab, light switches. These are gauges which are hooked up, boom, boom, boom. You know, all right there, these are gauges. You can actually remove them and replace a faulty one if you need to. For example, if your fuel gauge is not working, that would be built into the main motherboard. I'm not even sure how to mess with that, but all the other gauges, for example, the air brakes and the engine and stuff like that, all these things that you see separate with separate screws in there, you could take them off, unplug, and change it. So there's another learning point right there. Here is the main culprit. This sucker right here with the red and black wire is your buzzer. Most of you already probably figured out where I'm going with this, and no, I'm not gonna snip the wires so I can shut it off. The reason, I mean, I'm tempted, trust me. 3 years is a long time to listen to this. What I am about to do, I've already taken the screws out for this, so what pretty much this buzzer is already coming out. Here it is, right there, okay? That's the thing. Everything is soldered into place, so I don't want to mess anything up. It's kind of delicate. But what I'm about to do is tap into the red wire. I'm going to put a switch on it, just like this one. I'm going to put a switch right here where that hole is. I'm going to bring the wire in right there. I'm going to put a switch on it so I can switch it on and off. The reason for that is common sense. You get pulled over by DOT, you have a level 1, level 2 inspection. They want to hear that buzzer when you fan down your brakes. And if your buzzer doesn't come off, I don't know what the hell they'll do. Put you out of service until you get it fixed, or write you up a citation, God knows. But you know what? Who wants to deal with all that, being a driver? I'm going to tap into this red wire, and it's going to be on a switch. And as soon as I sit in, if that buzzer, you know, without fail, when it comes on, all I'm going to do is, boom, switch it off. So it's going to lose the connection between the buzzer, you know, on that red wire. And when it loses the connection, you're not going to hear the buzzer again. Given that in the background on your cluster, you will see the red stop sign, the red light with the, you know, stop engine logo going on in the bottom of your screen. But if your gauges are looking fine, and that's the only thing that you're having an issue with is, you know, is driving you nuts and crazy, turn that sucker off. Put a switch on it. I have not seen one video about this. I have not seen anyone do this. I've read so many forums, it's driven me crazy. If I've missed it, I'm sorry. If you know about it, good for you. But here it is. I'm doing this as a public service for every person that has been mistreated by this godforsaken engine stop buzzer light blaring up your ass, you know, the whole time you're driving down the freeway. This is it. This is the culprit. When you flip over the speedometer, put it down, it's going to be on your right hand side. That's it. If you don't see it, I'm sorry. And if you cannot get to from there to here, you have no business messing with this repair, okay? I'm no electrician, but what I'm about to do is cut the red wire, snip it there, put a switch, like one wire to the switch, same wire to the switch, so on and off, connection, no connection. Common sense. But I'm gonna solder the wire in there. I'm not gonna put a butt connector on there or any other, connectors, because this wire is too small. Area is too small, there's no slack in it. So I'm going to snip it from here, get another piece of wire, solder it, put a shrink wrap on it, solder it, put a shrink wrap on it, and that's what I'm gonna do. So here's the first video of where I brought you from the annoying buzzer to the cluster all open and located the culprit, and I'm about to snip into the wire. Let me know if you have any comments, any suggestions of any other things. If anybody's had the similar issue, if you know of a better solution, you know what? All this is reversible. I can always solder the two wires back together and go with your solution if it's a better one. But the point is, I don't see any video on YouTube that's been put on here because of this problem in particular, and there is no real solution for it. I'm not cutting the buzzer out. I'm simply just disabling it when I want to, so I can drive in peace. Follow-up video will come after I'm done with the repairs. I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to show you a demonstration of if it works or not. But my common sense tells me it will work. There you have it. Annoying stop engine buzzer. Hopefully a solution. Have a good day.